Running 100 miles with no training. It sounds insane, right? But I decided to do it anyways because a girl broke up with me.
You ready? Today's the big day.
Lock in, boy. Look here. Come back to me. 51 is ready to run.
What's the game plan?
Run, baby. Run until
What's
I
your
can.
pace?
Well, I'm gonna try and average 4 miles an hour. Get it done in a little over 24 hours since it's 106 miles.
How many miles per minute or minute miles are you gonna do?
So that works out to be about 15-minute miles on average. What is this guy doing? Look at the paparazzi.
Introduce yourself for the YouTube.
What's up, YouTube? I'm Jeff. I'm new to this whole YouTube game.
We're the camera crew and the crew today. So we're gonna be driving around, helping this guy.
So Jeff and Mike are my crew on this race, and they're here to make sure that I don't die and I have all the supplies I need to make it to the end of this race.
What's our game plan, Jeff?
Support the dog. Be there for him. Bring him stuff.
What is this, therapy?
So there are only 4 aid stations that we can go to help this guy out, and 2 of them are the same. So the main one that we need to be at is the one that he should be at 9 p.m. around then, and that when we drop off all his night gear. So that'll be around 9 p.m. So we've got a long day ahead of us. We have another one at around 3 or 4 a.m. and then the last aid station will be at around 5 or 6 a.m. Stay tuned for that.
Like and subscribe.
Hey Roth, give us a fit check. Let's see what gear we got. What do we got?
We got the Garmin Girly Special.
Garmin Girly.
Then we got the
Salmon bag.
salmon bag.
How much water are you holding that?
I got about 2 waters.
Is this water?
That's water.
Squeeze, squeeze.
These are grit guards. Keep stuff out of your shoe. You don't get blisters. These are toe socks, so I can not have my toes rubbed together. These are the Mont Blanc shoes. Got adjustable bows, so when my feet swell, I can unloosen them.
What's the hat?
Alo Special.
What's the sweatshirt?
Take off because I don't want to wear it while I run. It's not gonna be on.
What do you got in your pocket?
Fruit snacks.
Takeoff is at what time?
8 o'clock.
7:23. Not much time left. He's about to run up those mountains. All right, catch you guys throughout the journey. You got any last words before you start?
Never give up. Never back down. Never give up.
See you guys at the aid stations.
Anytime you hear aid station, just think tent with watermelon and funny tasting water. So how this whole adventure started, I was sitting at the 4th of July picnic with one of my neighbors, and she's a really big ultra runner, and she was about to run a 240-mile race, and I was sitting there with her and telling her about my passing interest in ultras, and she was like, you should do one. I've got a friend that's organizing one in 2 weeks. And I said, okay. And so one thing led to another. I texted the race director and he let me in, even though the registration period had closed. And so that's what began this crazy adventure that you're about to see unfold before your eyes.
7:59. 1 minute till race begins. Here we go. 100 miles. Good luck.
Did you hear his advice? He said it's 4 marathons, 10 hours for each one.
Where is he? Yeah, buddy!
It looked like he was starting out with a good pace with a nice strong walk, and he saw everyone else start to run, and he like immediately was just peer pressured into it, snapped right into game mode.
They're off on their 100 miles. First time doing it. Never ran more than 18 miles, so best of luck to him.
Almost 2 miles in, 50 times this to go. In ultra running, you only run the downhills and speed hike the uphills. So I'm doing about 4 miles an hour on the uphill. Gonna jog the downhills and try not to blow up. We'll see what happens.
Before the night begins, we've got to meet him at the second aid station where we will give him all of his overnight gear. So this is gonna be a trek for us and a trek for him, but gotta support the homie. So we got 4 aid stations that we're gonna go to. The first one, we gotta deliver him sunscreen. So that's mission number 1. Mission number 2, we've got to deliver him his overnight gear at the second aid station. And then the other aid stations, I don't know what he'll need, but he'll probably need something. Yeah. Because he'll be hurting. He'll be a hurting cowboy. We've got a few hours, probably until 2 p.m. It's 8 a.m. right now. And we've got a few hours until we need to meet him at his first aid station. So we're gonna go around this little town, find some sunscreen, do some other activities. Buy a book, and yeah, we'll keep you guys updated on our way to the first aid station.
At mile 5, I blazed through it. I was running faster than a lot of people, and I even stopped to chat with a few guys along the way, but they were running too slow for me, so I picked up the pace and started passing people. Mile 5. Feeling great. Just had one of my RX bars. I have like 7 more in my bag. Texted the boys back at camp to get some more. Feel like I'm gonna need a lot more fuel than I thought. Already had 1 salt pill, a little bit of water. Gonna keep that trend up, hopefully not blow up. 100 miles left.
An hour and a half into his race, and we are living the life. Breakfast burritos, chilling out, and he's struggling out there with them hills, and we're just eating some good old breakfast burritos. Enjoying the little town before we have to see him at 2. So we're living the life. Hopefully he's still living.
Show right now. That's what he's gonna look like after this run. But in the meantime, while he's running, we're going to a concert. Dance. It's kind of live.
On our way to the first aid station, gotta drop off that sunscreen, get him that sunscreen after his first marathon in this 100-mile race. So on our way, we're gonna have some fun up there while we're waiting for him, so be looking out for that. Here we go. What's the map say, Doctor?
Well, we're on our way to Freeman's Ranch currently, and we will tell them that Becky said hi from that jewelry store in Creed, and we'll just need to make sure that we pass the Marshall Park campground, the Rio Grande campground, and then after we see the Fern Creek Road on the left, it's just shortly ahead. And that's our first stop on our adventure.
How long of a trek do you think we got?
Judging by my intuition, I would say about 29 more minutes, probably, if I were to guess. Apparently, they have the best burgers in the county, so gonna get some grub.
We got to put that to the test, see if they are the best burgers. Even though I haven't had a burger in this county before, but we'll see if they are the best burgers.
We'll know. We can tell.
Yeah, we'll know.
The North Clear Creek Falls. We're gonna head there after we get some burgers. It is, yeah, hopefully we'll get some cool shots there. Hopefully Shell's doing all right. And, yeah, while he's struggling, we're gonna have some fun.
On our way to adventure. I wonder how Shell is doing out there on the mountain.
All right, 2 hours in, done 8 miles. We're right on pace. So for the next 98 miles, I gotta do the same thing that I've been doing. So far, I feel great. No pain or nothing, but I just hope I have the grit to get through the pain when it comes, and it will.
I might steal some of Shell's sunscreen.
You're gonna steal his sunscreen?
You still filming?
Yeah. That is for the aid station, dude.
He doesn't need a whole bottle of SPF 70. You're just gonna film me?
Yep.
Putting on sunscreen?
Yep.
Okay. Not used to this YouTube life.
You all ready, girly pop?
Let's go, dude. Yeah, you think you can out camera me, bitch?
First checklist done. The Creek Falls. Here we are. South Creek Falls. Shell, I bet you're not enjoying it as much as we are out here.
Something really important during a race is nutrition. And in this race, I have a plan and a half. I'm gonna eat 1 RX bar that has really good macros, tons of protein, good amount of carbs, and it's dates. And dates are really special fruit because as you eat them, they don't raise your blood sugar in a spike. They do it over a gradual amount of time. So it'll keep me fueled for the whole race. So I've got to eat a bar every hour, and I'm gonna do a salt pill every hour at least. Drink lots of water. It's gonna be a scorcher out today. I'm already sweating. A little cheat code. Nature's air conditioning. Much better.
Made quick work of that. On to the next one.
Easy dub.
Here we go. All right, next stop. Where are we going, Jeff?
North Clear Creek Fall.
Look at that. A crevasse. But where is the falls? I still do not see it.
So I'm taking off my shoes so I don't get blisters and all sorts of other crap on my feet so they stay super healthy. Because a lot of people blow up due to their feet just being totally trashed. So I wanted to avoid that at all costs. And it was super encouraging because after the first creek crossing, out of like the 15 we had to do, these guys saw me and they were like, wow, the last guy that did this won the race, so maybe you're onto something. So I kept doing that for the next 15 creek crossings in hopes that it would push me to the end. Now we're about at mile 10. I'm just about to get my first aid station, and remember, when I say aid station, I mean tent with watermelon and weird tasting shitty water. I'm starting to feel some pain right now in my knees, and I've had this pain off and on for a year. Essentially, it just feels like a knife is stabbing you in the side of your knee, and so this pain just started creeping up on me around mile 14, and so I was a little bit nervous that this was going to continue for the rest of the race and knock me out. But thankfully it started to go away a little and I kept pressing on.
Wow, this one is bigger. Wow. North Creek Falls. Check. It's worth it. Okay, I just got a text from the man himself. He said he just left the first aid station, which by our calculations from an image he sent us earlier means the first aid station is 15.5 miles. It is currently 12:30, so he's gone 15.5 miles from 8 to 12:30. So, doctor?
Math, carried the one. So that means in 2 hours and 15 minutes he went 7.25 miles. So in 1 hour-ish he's going like 3 to 4 miles per hour.
He's kind of on pace. I don't know if he'll make it the next 10 miles because still got to go another 10 miles before we can meet up with him. An hour and a half away, and I don't think he's going to make it there on that time. So we've got a few more hours to kill here before we can meet up with him. So let's go kill some hours.
Just left the first aid station a while ago. Had some watermelon, banana, some nasty shit. I think it's called scratch. Thought it was water because it was clear, but I got tricked. Got another hat dip in. Had like 15 of those. Feet are still dry. IT band is a little bit tender on my right leg. I can feel it going downhill, but I'm feeling pretty good. Doing 1420s right now across this meadow. Still have ways to go until I see the boys, but got plenty of fuel with me, plenty of water, doing good. I just left the first aid station and I wish I got it on film because I downed like 3 or 4 slices of watermelon, a banana, and then they have these weird things they call pierogies. I don't even know what they are still. And then I went to pour myself a glass of water and chug it, and it looked fine, but then I started drinking it. It tasted like shit. It turns out they call it scratch, some sort of carbohydrate drink. That was so disgusting. I almost puked. I wish I got it on film.
Well, where do you think we should go next?
Okay, so we are right here. We need to meet Shell here in like 3 hours. I say we either
go back down and get some lunch at Freeman's Ranch, or we keep going and visit Lake City. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go to Lake City. We're gonna go visit Lake City, check that out. We've never been, see what it's all about.
Maybe.
Boom. It's starting to rain a bit, so hopefully that doesn't make Shell stop and cry. But we're in here enjoying life in the truck, going to Lake City, having a good time, enjoying the views. It's beautiful. All right, we'll catch you at Lake City.
Let's see what Shell's doing right now.
I had to get my rain jacket out. It's starting to come down. My IT band starts to hurt on downhills. And guess what we have here? Gnarly downhill. Let's see if I make it.
We have made it to Lake City. We're gonna cruise around the town and look at it a little bit, see what there is to offer. It's a neat little place, never been.
Good.
For a random taco. Pretty good.
We made it to the aid station.
Okay, we see a man dressed in all black, which is what he was wearing. About Shell's build, about Shell's size. Yeah, that's definitely him.
That's gotta be
He's coming
him.
around the corner.
Wow, we made it here just in time for him. 3:05.
What do we say? What
3:05.
Some mathematicians.
He's 5 minutes late, but we were 3 minutes late, so can't be mean to him. Well, he's done it. He's made it 25 miles.
His first marathon.
His first marathon. Here he comes. He sees us. He's looking at his watch.
Oh man,
He's hyped. He's hyped.
Feeling good, boys.
How you feeling, dude?
I'm feeling good.
What are you sore?
No, not yet.
You're swollen?
No.
Those captain sizes.
Just a little high T-band stuff going on, but feeling pretty dangerous.
There you go. Take a rest.
I need to restock on bars. Can you put my rain jacket back and then give me more salt pills and magnesium? 51.
How many can we give him?
I don't know, but he's gonna use the bathroom, I think. He's been holding them poops in too long. Salt pills, that's Burt's Bees,
Chamois butter.
butter, tape.
HC tape.
And then he wants his rain jacket back in his bag, I guess. Salt pills, salt pills, salt pills. I got salt, no pills though. Gels. How's it been, 25 miles?
Not bad. There was some gnarly incline though. And it was like, yeah. And I was like, ah.
Like worse than Antero?
On top of it.
Yeah, for sure.
Really?
Dipping my hat every mile. So I got some air conditioning on my head. How many hours until I see you guys again?
We're gonna put you there at 10 p.m.
Okay.
So do you want to take any of your overnight gear with you, since it'll be pretty
a few
dark
hours
by
in
the
the
time
darkness.
we get
I
to
got
you?
one battery pack with me and a light.
You good with warmth?
Yeah, I got my rain jacket. I'll zip it up if I get cold, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. We are the best crew ever.
So organized.
I'm gonna have to sprint the last 20 miles. Carry the boats.
Okay.
Okay.
See you, brother. 55.
Monarch to
And he's off. Mission complete. Sunscreen delivered. I'm proud of him. Are you proud of him?
So proud, dude.
Okay, we made it back to home base for the meantime while he's out there running 30 miles in 8 hours. So we got 8 hours to kill. We're gonna hit up home base, take a little nap, re-up, and then we'll head to dinner later this evening. It's currently 4 o'clock, so we'll head to dinner after our naps and then see what time that gets us. And we gotta be up doing our crew duties at 11 p.m. So we'll catch you at dinner.
I don't know if you've heard much about hallucinations or fever dreams or that kind of thing. So apparently when you're ultra running, it's pretty common to start hallucinating and start seeing things. I've heard all sorts of really funny stories about people along the race thinking the trees are talking to them and this kind of thing. So I was just about to crest this hill and I started hearing this really weird Minecraft sheep sound, and I couldn't see any sheep, and it was broad daylight, and I was looking around and there was nothing to be found. I was like, man, it's only mile 36 and I'm losing my mind. This is not good. I was so in my head. And then I get like 100 yards further and I see like 300 sheep in the middle of nowhere at the top of like a 13,000 foot mountain, and they've got like the jingle bells on them and they're just frolicking around. Bleh. Like it sounds kind of like they're trying to puke, but they're not. And so after hearing all this, I was like relieved to find out that they were actually there and I wasn't losing my mind at mile 36.
mile 34. Kind of struggling now. 3 miles an hour, but
Stop to smell the roses. I just heard a gnarly sound in the woods. I don't know what it was, but it was super loud.
Okay, just woke up from a little nap. It is currently 6:30. We got a text from Shell about an hour ago saying he made it to the next aid station. So he's going about 3 miles an hour, which means he'll be at next aid station at approximately 8:45 according to our calculations. And then
We can't be at that one though.
Yep, we can't meet him at that one. So then the one after that is the one we'll meet him at, and we're predicting he'll be there around 12:45 in the morning. So we got some time to kill. We're gonna go out to dinner. It's 6:30. We're gonna go where?
Kip's Grill, Creed, Colorado.
Yeah, Creed, Colorado.
Yep.
One of Jeff's favorite places.
I've never been to this location, but any of you are from Southern Colorado and you live near Pagosa, Kip's Bar and Grill, best spicy shrimp tacos in the state.
I guess I'm gonna have to try the spicy shrimp tacos. Here we go.
All right, I'm officially in what they call the pain cave, where everything just hurts like shit. But I got the big booty mix plan on repeat. That's been pretty good motivation. Sun's just starting to set. Got a whole field of flowers. Mile 36.5. Checking out. Just finished my least favorite section of downhill. Now on to uphill, my favorite. Peep the sunset. I'm getting a little tired. Onward! So after that beautiful sunset, I was feeling amazing. I had the big booty mix running on repeat on my phone. I was power hiking all these hills, passing a bunch of people. And then I got up to the top and met up with these 3 dudes. And we sat there for a while, just shooting the breeze and eating some food. And he was saying that he thought we were about in 10th place in the race. So I was like shocked. I was like, wow, I'm actually gonna do this. I may get, a pole position. So we sat there a little longer and I powered up and passed these 2 guys. But that enthusiasm didn't last long. I powered through another 5 or so miles, made it to like mile 41, and I felt pretty horrible. My knee pain started to get excruciating. I had to lay down and try stretching on the trail, and that cost me a lot of time.
Okay, so quick update. We had dinner 45 minutes ago. We're just hanging out waiting for Shell. We predicted that he would text us around 8:45 to tell us that he is at or leaving the current aid station, but instead he texted us at 8:35, so 2 minutes ago, saying that he is 3 miles away from the next aid station. So that means he'd be at the next aid station at 9:35. Then the aid station we have to meet up with him is another 13 miles away. So that would mean he's about an hour behind, and we wouldn't see him there until like 2 a.m. The cutoff for that aid station, he has to make it there by 4 a.m. or else he gets DQ'd from the race. So if he doesn't make it there by 4 a.m., he's done for. They tell him to quit. We're gonna hope that he makes it before 4 a.m., but he's gonna be pushing it close because we're predicting he'll be there around 2. And if he keeps getting an hour and slower each aid station, he's gonna be pushing it really close. He texted me and said that he'll be lucky if he finishes this whole race in 36 hours. So his goal was to do it in 24, but now he's saying he'll be lucky if he does it in 36. So I don't know what that means, if he's struggling out there or what, but he said he was having some IT band issues, so I'm sure all the mileage is coming around.
Yeah.
So keep you guys updated. We'll see how the night progresses, and we're just going to be hanging out until we hear more from him.
Yeah.
All right. See you guys in the next update.
All right, it is currently 9:30. I am moving pretty slow and my knees feel shot. But there's a bigger problem. I didn't think I'd be this slow, so I didn't bring any of my required overnight gear. So if I had to guess here in the next mile when I roll up to the aid station, I bet I will be stopped for good. So find out here in a few minutes what will happen to me, what my fate will be. It is currently dark as heck. Dark as heck. And I am at mile 41. We'll see what happens here in about a half hour.
It is 11:40 right now. We have been waiting and waiting and waiting for Sheldon. Don't know if I filled you guys in, but he texted us and he said, I suspect I will get stopped because I didn't bring my required gear. So he needed different kind of gear for the night section. And then I said, let us know what happens. And then he texted us and said, I am toast. So whatever that means. And then he was being very vague and he said, I wonder if you guys can get to this aid station or if I can catch a ride. So I don't know whether he caught a ride or if he's still at that aid station or if he's trying to get to the next aid station.
That was like over 2 hours ago.
And that was at 9:30. So it's been over 2 hours we've been waiting and sent him a lot of messages. He's not replied. So we are gonna go on a hunt for him and see if he's at one aid station or another. So we'll see how this goes. It's almost midnight. We're gonna be pulling a late one. See you guys out there in the field.
Then after a final ascent of a 13,000 foot mountain, I started making my way down. And I made it about 3/4 of the way down, and then my knee pain started to get like alarmingly painful. I was only about 1.5 miles from the next aid station at this point, and I was kind of hobbling along. As you can see here, I'm kind of shuffling my feet because my legs hurt so incredibly bad I can't even bend my knees. I almost had to walk down the hill sideways, and I was falling down often, and I felt like I was just gonna tip over and kill myself. And the crazy part is the next aid station was only 1 mile away, and it took me from 9 to like 11:45 to get down there. I was in so much pain, I thought I was gonna die up there on the mountain, or somebody was gonna have to drag me down and call for help. All those people I passed at the start of the race came by me and they're like, oh my God, is he okay? So at this point, I got too messed up to film what was going on, but I arrived in this aid station and I felt messed up. I was seriously in pain. There was no way I could continue, but I had a problem. The next aid station was 14 miles away and I had no way of getting out. I was freezing to death and they told me if I wanted to ride out, I'd have to wait until the morning at least. So I sat there all night, shivering. I've got 1 mile left the aid station, but it is such a gnarly downhill. It's gonna be a battle just to get down there. Hopefully somebody doesn't have to come rescue me 1 mile away.
Okay, it is 12:08 a.m. and we are on our way to find Sheldon. Late at night. We've got 29 miles to go to his exact location, allegedly his last seen location. So we're gonna see if we can get there. But one problem, it says it's gonna take us 3 hours and 22 minutes to go 30 miles, which don't know how true that is, but we'll find out, I guess. So if that is true, we won't get to him until about 3:30 a.m., which means we won't get back to our Airbnb if we do find him until like 7 a.m., which will be a grind of a night. But regardless, we're gonna go try to find him. Hopefully it doesn't take 3.5 hours to get to him, but you never know. We're out here late at night, surprised there's even anybody on the road, but we're going for it. Keep you updated if we find him. Okay, so it is 5:50 a.m., almost 6. We ended up not finding Sheldon last night. We searched until like 2:30 a.m., I believe, and then we fell asleep. Still didn't get any texts from him, couldn't find him anywhere. Got messages out to the race directors, went to the next aid station and asked if they had any communications with the other aid station that he was at, and they said no. So we didn't get much help there. We didn't know where to go find him, but luckily we got a text from him this morning around, I think it was 5 a.m. I didn't wake up until 5:30, or I didn't notice it until 5:30. Anyways, he's doing all right. He says he can't walk, and they pulled him out of the race for that reason, and because he didn't hit the deadline, the 4 a.m. deadline. So he's about 100 miles away, and we're getting ready to go pick him up, find him. 100 miles away, not sure what all that entails, but we're gonna go find him, leaving here around 6 a.m. Gonna go find him. Gotta get gas, and we gotta check out of this Airbnb before we leave, so that, because I don't think we'll be back by the time checkout is. That's the update. He didn't finish, and we're going to get him. We are all gassed up, checked out of the Airbnb. It's 6:30, and we are on our way to go find this little guy that can't walk. He sent us his coordinates and his location, and according to the coordinates, we have to drive 56 miles on this highway right here, almost to Lake City, I believe, and then we turn onto a dirt road, and we have to drive another 56 miles on the dirt road to get to his location. So that's over 100 miles of driving just to get to him, and then we'll have to have 100 miles back just to get to Creed, and then all the way home is another 130 miles. So we have a lot of driving ahead of us. You got anything to say, Jeff?
No, super proud of him.
Super proud of
50
him.
miles, good deal.
Almost 50 miles, good deal. All right, we're on our mission to find him. We've got 4 miles of the most rugged road ever to go get to him. The things we do to find him. So we're in 4 low, cruising up this hill at 3 miles an hour because it is steep, rocky, and very narrow.
Yeah, this part right here is actually not bad. This is making it look way easier than it's been.
Yeah, this is the easiest part so far. We just got past the hard part.
Ooh, this is looking narrow.
But thankfully, after nearly dying of hypothermia over the night and being in so much pain I could hardly walk, the boys found me. So although I didn't complete the race and only made it about 50 miles, that was one of the most transformational experiences I've ever had in my life. I feel like running this race, although it was crazy, was a good way to mend my heart and to see what I am truly made of. Now, I feel like I could do absolutely anything, and I'm definitely coming back for another ultra.